Hello everyone, Katie here. This week we were planning from the 30th through the 5th. I had to restart this video a couple times because I actually did want this spread out first. I got some ink on this from last week somehow. I don't know. It was all over my hands, so I'm not surprised to be finding ink smudges throughout, and it is very minor. I'm sure at some point during this, maybe I'll try to cover it up. I had to make kind of a decision in what kind of flowers and stuff I want. I actually just realized these are actually, these are very different vibes. I think I'll just pick one or the other. My other alternative was to go very pink, but we're not quite in this season yet. Like we just need something kind of pale. Although this next week they could bloom towards the end of the week, but still this is where we're at. And so these are coming. These are actually can be used as nail art too. And I thought they were so cute, but I don't get my nails done. And if I did, I mean, maybe like I've only had my nails done once and that was for my wedding, but I would love to in the future. Maybe we'll see. But it'd be nice to have like just a little thing on ring fingers. I don't know. So I might save a couple for that, but there's plenty, right? So that's from this brand here. And I had some other ones from them too. So yeah, and then this washi tape I think I'll use next time as well. But this one seems to match pretty well. It's more of a brown, like this is brown tones and these are like very light pink. So I can put this down. This matches this one more, and that's what I actually got these out for. So I don't know. So final decision here. Like these are flowers that come out a little later, but this is kind of the mood that I'm in because as you remember last week was, well, April's gorgeous. I really liked how these turned out. I really do like how the months turned out. This was my interesting mishaps in green last week. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know, maybe I'll wait one more week on this because there's definitely a lot of like plum and cherry blossoms in there, and we're getting hints. We're definitely seeing like every now and then I see some petals in the wind, and I see a white tree from here that's blooming. I don't know what that is. It's too early for dogwoods, and I haven't seen any dogwoods. I've seen the magnolias, I've seen plums. So actually I'm getting ready to do this side is what I'm doing. We've also had just a moment ago we had, let me get my scissors, hail. We had quite the stormy night last night. It was raining very hard on the windows. It woke me up. Did not wake up my husband though. He was really tired. And my neighbor said the same, that she couldn't sleep through it, but her husband did. Let's see. Yeah, this is more kind of like, there is almost some orange tones to this, but trying to think what's new in the neighborhood here. Yeah, what's new? What's new? Do I want to put it on this side at all? I'm thinking, trying something a little different here. I could go this whole side, which would mirror that side, wouldn't it? Let's try it. Let's white this out. Ooh, perfect. I watched a couple things. Oh, I need to catch up on one show today. Yeah, I need to catch up on Shrinking. Actually, I kind of like that. That's kind of nice when it's symmetrical like that. So what could I do here? Vertical symmetrical? Let's see. Which way am I going? I don't think that was our package. I just heard the bell ring for it, and I don't think that was for us. But we have a package coming shortly. Nothing extravagant, some supplements and some pillows for when my mom comes soon. That is going to come up. It's going to be very exciting to put that in my planner because we haven't seen her for almost a year. Well, it'll be July, from July. And yeah, we miss her terribly. Let's try this. I'm gonna need those early ones. So yeah, my son goes in by 8:30. So could I squeeze that in? If I put it at 6, okay. Because I already wrote the bus detour here. That'll be the very last day of the detour. And it was confusing a lot of people. I will say that. I did take it on Monday and got to where I needed to go just fine. There were people who got on with me who were like, wait, we need off. We don't want to go this far away from our destination. And the driver can't let you off. You have to wait. And so it was funny. The people on there were just like, well, okay then, I think in the States it would be handled very differently. But here it was just like, well, okay, we're going on an extra ride, and whoever they were meeting, they were texting to let them know they wouldn't be there on time. So I get it. I mean, that's what I would do, but some people handle things differently. There we go. Sorry, my screen was going to sleep, and so that usually cuts off my recording. Ooh, I got lucky on that. Okay. So that's really quite nice. See, I know these might curl up a little bit though. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes I can peel them back up and reseat them. Okay. So I do want to highlight, I think in a couple different colors. I would like to do the tan across the top. So I'm hoping my light stays light. We have these clouds are moving fast. There's a lot of blue sky. Yeah, I want to do just a hint of pink. Oh. guess this is more of an orangey than a pink. I did not plan for that. But I think once I put some stickers down, it might change. So the one thing from last week that I tried to mess around with was this sticker. I didn't like it at the top. Then I moved it down a little bit, and then I realized, thankfully these stickers come right up, that I was just going to take it off. So sometimes you do that. And what was the other one I took off? I didn't take anything off after that, but this was covering a smudge, so that's okay because that matches that. But like these were fighting a little bit. No, that just made it a lot better in here. The green is still interesting, but we're just letting go of that. I think I'll put the tan in here though for the topper. And we're getting right into April on Wednesday. Oh, and Faded Chronicle was looking for PR team members. I don't use their sticker kits at all, and to get them here, I would probably be losing money. They were doing kind of a sticker credit or just shop credit, and while I have bought things from them like the pouches and some washi and stuff, I just, if I were to get stickers from them every time, I'd have to pay shipping, which wasn't too bad actually. It was like €8, and then import duties is always around 10 to 15, depends how much the order is, right? So it didn't quite equal out like for me to do it, even if I was considered, right? Like she has to consider who she wants and how big the channels are and everything. But this is leaning more orange now. Now I'm kind of like, wait, what am I doing? Do I want, let's see. This washi just kind of changed it all. And plus the, I mean, the fact that this has some purposeful pink in there, I think because these are too soft that it's bugging me. I don't think I can use those. Like this would not go at all. Someone could probably make it work, but because this one is kind of toned down, but it's the realism in here. I am doing, as you should have seen on Friday, a whole sticker thing. And if for some reason the video doesn't come out, I will, because it's quite an editing nightmare, but I'm trying to get it done, is, ooh, should I try these? No. I found these, and they are kind of similar, but they are the ones I use at the beginning. So they kind of have a purpose here. They're, where is it? No, not even those. Anyway, they were in my work plan. Actually, maybe I could use those, but they're kind of special. And I'm doing the thing that I shouldn't be doing of like saying they're too special. I want to shift it up though. I think I want to use these. So the question is this to me is a bit bright, even though you can barely see it. So let's put these down and see where this goes. I'm kind of just aiming towards the inside here part. Inside here, what is it called? The, I mean, I know the spine's there, but what it's called something else there in a printing term. I don't think it's called gusset. Please let me know because I'm drawing a blank. Let's put, see, it's not going to take too much. That's a little strong. Let's see. Like, I don't think I need to put much on here. When washi is strong, sometimes you hold back. I just need a little something though. Trying to think triangle wise. I'm not going to put it up there. I was thinking about covering that up, but let's just hold off. Okay, so let's put in the weather down here, starting on the 30th. And I'm going to try to make a little template here. Do I like that? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like that down there. I don't think I'm going to put too much, although the sunny days definitely, I'm just going to put a little dot. I'm trying to think where to put the dot. Here. Just going to put two little dots there. Because you can see here, like, definitely with the 1%, but they're saying it's going to be sunnier here. So I wanted to do that to keep it a little bit more plain. We have the bin going out and getting it back in here. And I moved my Chiro appointment because I wasn't feeling great after my infusion this last week. And so I moved it to the 31st here at 10:45. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to make that one. I have one the next week already. So like April 8th there, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, school schedule. Oh, there is one last class tomorrow. Okay. Next week, 30th. Okay. Okay, so I like how clean this is going. So we'll keep going with that. But I'm going to keep my plans in pen and not marker like I did last week. And I'll show you here in a moment. I think these are the only two things. Sorry, the only big thing. I'm gonna move this over slightly. Okay. Blotting paper. So, yeah, here I ended up canceling that. I also ended up canceling, this would be today. I'm filming on Thursday. So, those, yeah, so that's just to update here. This is, yeah, I was tired after. So I'll do that. Let's make sure that's good. I think, let me just take one last check at my schedule. Okay, Monday. Yeah, that's all I have there. There's another thing coming up in a couple weeks, but nothing there yet. Now, this pink here. I could just go over it with the brown. Let me do that. And that might actually, yeah, this is brown. It kind of makes it a tiny bit orangey. Oops. There. So it does have just, probably can't tell, right in here, and I don't know if it shows up on camera, that's the brown, and then that's the pink and brown. I mean, there is a little bit of pink underneath, but it's getting a little gray outside again. So my sun is coming and going here. There we go. Do a little there too. Better. And I don't mind having this pink. And I like just having that. Okay. Do I put anything here is the question. I like to fill that up with something. Wait, I could put something else there. I could put the meals here. I mean, there's a lot more room here to do it. So let me fill in all of this and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I am trying this week, I had to kind of go back and forth a little bit. So when we plan, we get our orders on Friday. And so I'm really planning, we usually have a couple extra, and then as in I have a couple for this last week. And then it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that I'm listing there. So I'm going to see if this works. And then I just have to put in 3 here. I don't know. There's about room for 5. Like that's about all I can fit in there. I'm going to see, but that's for the week. So I'm trying that out. And then I do want a little to buy list, because that does help. And then I also have tasks and admin here, and that's been working. Again, I wish there weren't all these lines. Yeah, it would really help to have something nice and blank, and that's what I do miss about last year's planner. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. Like if this doesn't work, I could move it down here. I also gave myself permission. Right now I am working on taxes, and I know I'm late this year. I normally have them like finished and done in February because I've done them all myself, and as soon as we get everything, I put it all in. But with taxes this year, it's complicated. We have to go back and forth and back and forth. So we'll file and pay for taxes in April. We do taxes here in May. I think May 15th is the last. And then we have to go back to the US and say we paid a bunch of taxes here. They're going to override. So we'll see how it all shakes out. I have people handling it. But I gave myself permission to just not focus on Dutch this week, because numbers and Dutch, although I've been practicing my Dutch numbers, it's just like I can't do it all right now, especially the week of my infusion. So I'm just giving myself grace on that. I mean, I have 3 years with the classes that I purchased, although I'm on my own timeline, right? I'm like, I want to do certain things, but I also need to focus on one or the other. So, and as soon as, the taxes are kind of like wrapped up, then I feel like I can have the bandwidth to focus. So I'll circle those later. I don't think I want to do that right now. I think that's about it. And I like this more plain, and I'm really looking forward to, like, this is a lot here. So I think that's it. I'm like gonna back away now and just say, okay, that's what we did. So when I was looking at, okay, it will have already happened. It's this coming weekend. Yeah, by the time this airs, I'm all over the place. By the time this airs, we will have gone back an hour. We have been 8 hours apart from the Pacific coast, the West Coast, for the last 3 weeks. And now we are finally jumping ahead, and we'll be back to 9 hours difference. So not that that's horrible at all, but it's just, you have to be, it's tricky with the time zones not changing at the same time. So we'll definitely have more sun in it's staying pretty late, getting sun pretty late. And I remember during peak summer, it was like almost 11 p.m. When we were still seeing light in the sky. So some of it was light pollution, but some of it was not. It was maybe 10:30. I'm trying to think when the actual sunset was. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, it was interesting. So that is my spread for this week. You'll see me on the other side. We'll see. That's another thing that, I kind of wish my infusion had coincided with the name change, with the hours change, because then I could have rested through both of them and just, dealt with it. It was kind of like when we came to visit last year in March, that we were experiencing jet lag when there was already the time change that happened in Seattle when we were gone. So we just had to adjust to being back in the same time zone. If you have any ideas on how you use this top square like this, or if you have this planner, I would love to see what other people are doing for some of these things. I guess I could have put something here, but again, I need it plain since last week was kind of like this all over the place. And I had the bus detour on here. So if you enjoyed this, consider liking it on the way out, consider subscribing, and more to come. I'm going to go do my quarterly setup now, and we'll see you soon. Bye.